Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is called Google Alerts. So as you see here, I've got several Google Alerts going on. I've got one for sale by owner. I've got one for sale by owner Texas. I've got one for FSBO Texas, home for sale by owner Texas, and of course tennis because I'm a tennis player. I want to know what's going on in tennis the second it hits the internet. So what you do is you set up what's called a Google alert, and every time somebody posts a for sale by owner on the internet, it will send you an email with the information about that listing. So let me show you what that looks like. Oh, we're going to do one more thing after this. I forgot about this. If some of you don't want to get this program, which, I understand a lot of people don't want to download programs they know nothing about, I'm going to show you a different way to get the same list. If you go straight to Craigslist, you got to set up an account. So we're going to go to my account. I'm going to log in. Going to go to searches. And these are searches that I've saved. I need to delete this one because I showed somebody, I did a search yesterday. So these are searches that I've set up. So let me show you how this works. Let's pick on Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee. Who's in Nashville? Who is that? Rebecca? Rebecca?
Me?
Yay. Okay, perfect. What's a pretty big city in
Nashville.
Nashville? Okay, let's go to Nashville. Nashville, Tennessee. Hot damn. All right, so did I say that right? Hot damn?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, so we have real estate. We're going to look up real estate by owner. We're going to do 100,000. And let's see, housing type. Kelly, are you doing mobile homes?
There's very few in Nashville, but the outskirts has some.
So you probably don't want to do them, huh?
It's hard to get loans on them, but
I know. Okay, so let's just say that you're going to set this search up for condos, cabins, duplexes, flats, house, townhouses, and land. Is that a good search?
perfect.
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm here for you. So we do update search. And again, these are leads. So for this search that I set up, there's 339 posts in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee. How much did this cost to set this up?
About 2 seconds.
No, I didn't say how long did it take. How much did it cost?
Nada.
Nada. I like nada. Nada is a beautiful word. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save search. Where is my Nashville, Tennessee? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit, and I want to be notified by email every time somebody posts a for sale by owner. So every time a wonderful for sale by owner posts their house for sale, good old Craigslist is going to send me an email of that listing. So this is what this looks like. These are my Craigslist searches that I've got set up. And I'm doing mine for Texas. So what I do here As I click on, this is an email that I got yesterday. I deleted by mistake the ones that I got today, so I can't show you this today. So this is the one I got yesterday. These are listings in Austin. So we go to click on the picture. It's got the price. This is probably a builder. Looks like a builder ad. Time to get up, somebody. Is that you, Kelly?
Not me.
Okay. So here's an ad right there. So anyway, that's going to come to your emails every day. Now, let's go over why would I do the entire state? And here's why. So I want y'all to take notes on this because this is going to be, and probably have to explain this twice. Many of you are going after listings in your area. You're not taking advantage of your entire state. So let's assume that Tony Mitchell, oh, Tony, wake up.
Taking notes.
Tony, okay, so Tony,
Yeah.
you are a realtor in Corpus Christi, okay? Just for this argument. Are you willing to be a realtor in Corpus?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. So Tony, I just got this listing in Corpus. I've got the listing agreement that I emailed to the seller. I sent him the seller's disclosure. I sent him the listing agreement. I sent him the information about brokerage services. They signed it through DocuSign. They sent it to me. So I call you and say, Tony, I've got a great deal for you. I'm going to give you some free buyers on a listing in Corpus. Do you want to know what the catch is?
What's that?
Here's the catch. I'm going to put you down as the co-listing agent because we're both with the same brokerage. It's got to be with the same brokerage, by the way. For the brokerage that I'm with, and I think y'all know who I'm with, it's got to be with the same brokerage. So, Tony, you're going to put up a sign in the yard of my listing. Your for sale sign. It's going to say your name. You're going to put up a lot box on the house. I'm going to put you down as the co-listing agent where you get 0 commission on the listing side, but you get 100% commission on the buyer's side. Any sign calls, any advertising that you do, you get 100%, you pay me 0 in commission. Since you're the co-listing agent, I'm also going to give you permission to promote it on your MLS in Corpus as if it's your listing. So you got to pay me 0 on the buyers that come through, but you're going to co-list it with 0 commission on the listing side. Would you take that buyer? Would you take that deal?
Yeah.
Yes or no? You would?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, the other guy's doing all the work for you. I mean, you're basically sitting in another state.
So
Or at
here's
least
what's,
I am.
right. So
So you have a buyer in your pocket because you're the one that's going to be the contact for the buyer.
now, Tony, the reason that you'll be cut out of this deal is if another realtor brings a buyer, you're cut out. So you do understand that, right?
Right.
And but you don't have to negotiate the contract at all. It goes straight back to me. But any buyers that you get from your advertising on this listing are yours.
Mm-hmm.
So you still good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Tony could take it and do a squeeze page.
Oh, hell yeah.
A database
yes.
of buyers. Woohoo, big win, Tony.
Now let me just tell y'all this.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I live in Panama City Beach, Florida. I sell real estate in Texas. I haven't been to a listing appointment in over 6 years. I don't go to listing appointments. How can I? I'm 13 hours away. I can't. It's physically impossible for me to go to a listing appointment. So what I do is if the seller says, well, you know, before I want to list my house with you, I need to meet you. And I ask them, okay, I have no problems with that. What kind of questions do you think you'll have when we meet? Well, how long are you going to put this on the market? How long are you going to list it? I'm going to list it for 6 months. Okay, what other questions do you have? They're going to go through all their questions. Then I'm going to say, do you have any other questions? No, I don't. Perfect. I'm going to send you the listing agreement through DocuSign, seller's disclosure, information about brokerage services. As soon as you sign it, it'll come back to me. We'll put your house on the market. Nobody ever goes through with a deal that they want to meet me in person.
Have you ever lived in Fort Worth?
Yes.
Okay.
I moved to now I lived in Flower Mound. I moved here 2 years ago.
Okay.
Even when I was living in Flower Mound, I still didn't go on listing appointments anymore because I saw no reason for it. When I first got into business back in 2000, I was with this other brokerage who they have red signs. Their head honcho, his first name is Gary. And the broker told us then, now this was back in 2000, that she doesn't go on listing appointments anymore. They come to her office. And I went and asked her, I said, how in the world are you doing that? She said, I asked them. I said, that's it? You just ask them to come to your office? She said, yes, I don't have time to drive to their house. And I thought, oh my God, I could do that. So when DocuSign came around, I thought, why do I need to go to listing appointments anymore? I can send everything by email, get them to do it, tell them to send me their pictures, because if it's a for sale by owner, they've got some pictures. They might be crappy, but I can, fix them. Or I can get Tony, who just got this new listing, say, Tony, do you mind taking pictures of this house and send them to me so we both can use them? Tony, do you mind taking pictures? Because I got crappy pictures.
Absolutely not.
How long is that gonna take you, Tony?
30 minutes.
Okay, and then you upload them into MLS. You email me the copies of the pictures. All I do is just add them.
Right.
So for those of you that are not going after listings in your entire state, you're losing a lot of money. A lot of money. Take advantage of what we have to offer. There's no reason why you can't go after listings in the entire state. But if you think that you're going to specialize in one area, and some of you, I'm not saying that you can't do that. Some of you are probably real successful at that. But if I go against you on a listing appointment, here's where I'm going to beat you out. This is what I'm going to tell the seller. If it's me against you, this is what I'm going to tell the seller. Well, Tony is going to put your house in just the MLS in Corpus Christi. He's probably not going to put it all over the world. I'm going to list this thing on about 5,000 different websites, and I'm going to promote this thing all over the world. Tony only specializes in one area. I specialize in properties all over the world. I list properties in other countries. So do you want a realtor who specializes in one area, or do you want a realtor who's going to expose it all over the world? Who do you think is going to win that listing agreement?
World.
Exactly. And I'm going to show y'all in class four, how we're going to go after listings for sale by owners in different countries. All right. So does anybody have any questions on Google Alerts first? Anybody?
I do. When you set that alert up in Craigslist, does it automatically go to the Google alert?
Yes. So you'll probably get a duplicate on it. But just to make sure, I always like to have a backup plan.
Okay.
If it doesn't show up, then I've got it coming through to me on Craigslist, on the Craigslist search. For those of you that don't want to click on each individual ad through Cubic Solutions, you don't have to get Cubic Solutions. You can do the Craigslist account and have those come to you. Those are pretty simple to go through. But there's no reason that you can't have a bunch of leads. My goal for each of you is to come back next week and tell me that you have anywhere from 900 to 1,000 new for sub by owner leads in 1 week. I did a class about almost a year ago, and there was some realtors with the same brokerage that I did this with. And 2 of the people were from Florida. 1 person was from Colorado. I said, so I gave them the same homework. Go back, tell me how many leads you got. 2 of the people from Florida, they were both in the Miami area. I said, how many leads did you get? One of them got 1,000. Another one got 1,200. The guy in Chicago got 900. Now that's in 1 week. So if we go back to what I originally said in the very beginning, the reason that people don't call for sell by owners, I almost said for sell by losers because that's what I call them, for sell by losers. The reason that people don't call for sell by owners is because they don't have enough people to call. So imagine this: if you have 1,000 leads a week, that's 4,000 a month. If you bomb on 100 leads, bomb. I mean, you get on the phone and this is what you say. You still have 3,900 other people to call. And if they tell you to go to hell, who cares? I still got 3,000 other people, dude. I don't care about you. But some of you only have 50 leads. You're going, can I please come list your house? Because I have nobody else to call. And that's what you're doing. If you have leads, it's not a problem. Even the problem of what to say is not a problem, because eventually you'll learn by making huge mistakes of what to say and what not to say. So we've got 3 minutes left in this wonderful class. My God, I talk a lot. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do to list these properties all over the world? Because, you know, when we list in our MLSs, then it just goes to the areas that we're in. So will you cover that in the class?
Class 4.
Oh, okay.
Got all this planned out. So the homework, your homework. If you don't do your homework, you will get verbal abuse from me. I'll probably call you on the phone if you don't show up and give you verbal abuse, because I've got your phone numbers. So your homework for today: Cubic Solutions, Craigslist search, and Google Alerts. Those 3, I want you to report back to us how many leads you got in 1 week. Okay? Next week, here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to go over role play. What to say on the first call, what to say on the second call. Then I'm going to have somebody who thinks they're really good on the phone go against me. You'll be the for sale by owner, I'll be the realtor, and you get to try to stump me. It'll be awesome. Okay? Any other questions before we got 2 minutes. What else you got?
I have a comment.
Yes, ma'am.
I work full time, so I'm kind of sneaking and doing this training. So I won't be able to do much role playing, but I am watching and listening and taking notes.
Okay, then I'm not going to
people coming in and out of my office.
Okay, then I'm not going to pick on you.
Thank you.
Okay, good dispensation.
See you next week.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have a question for me?
Yeah, Robert, you said you're recording this. Where do you post it?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to download it, and then I'm going to, actually I didn't start this thing for, you are going to miss 30 minutes because I forgot to record it.
Robert, I have a question. Once we get all these leads, because it seemed pretty massive, is there a CRM that you're recommending for us to use to put them on the drip campaign, or how is that going to work?
You know, a lot of people are using this program that some of you have access to called KV Core.
Okay.
I haven't used that because I use a program that I've had for 18 years called Top Producer.
Okay.
And I've been using Top Producer for so long because I've got a massive database. I like to also own my own list and not let someone else be in control of my database. So for me personally, I use Top Producer.
Okay.
If you tell them that you're with the red company,
Okay.
they will drop your fee down to $34 a month.
Okay.
And I didn't say who the red company is.
Oh, okay. Got you.
I never told them I switched.
Okay.
I've still all got all their templates and all that other stuff in there. Every time they add new templates, I get them. It's awesome.
Perfect.
Okay, well, that is it. Oh, Kelly, to answer your question, I'm going to download this. I'm going to put it on YouTube, and then I will email all of you the YouTube video of today's session. And I'm sorry for those of you that didn't make this live. I forgot to record the first 30 minutes. You really didn't miss much, did they? They didn't miss much, did they? The first 30 minutes? It was all talk. It was boring stuff you don't care about. All right, well, that is it for me. I look forward to seeing all of y'all next week. You don't want to just catch the recording because I might do something stupid, not
There's
record it.
Gloria.
What did you say?
I said, "There's Gloria."
Oh, hey, Gloria.
Mic works now.
Do y'all see me or is green blank for me?
So anyway, y'all definitely want to be here live next week because we're going to go over role playing. We're going to go over scripts. Next week is going to be huge. I mean, it's probably going to be, to me, the best class because I like to do role playing. It's real stuff here. Okay, well, that's it. If y'all have any questions for me, write down my number, 972-679-9029. Okay, well, that's it for today. We'll talk to y'all next Thursday. Don't forget to do your homework. You don't want to be verbally abused. You too, Greg. I see you over there smiling like you're going to try to get out of it. All right, y'all take care. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.